哈，大家好，我是风间，欢迎来到第15集。这一集我刚从试炼出来，我要去找费格教授。诶，多了一个人呢。
What have we here?
罗克伍。
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir, and this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood.
我应该是第一个通过的吧。
We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of Sanbakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Serona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
果然是老师欸，一直碎碎念。
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from ththose along our path.
漩涡
Not that I
种
recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and
可以
enhance your
强
own
化
magic.
这么
Thank
屌
you, sir. I will look out for them.
哦，我解锁了一个成就。怎么突然变秋天啦？转换季节了。打开我的任务日志，我看看，寻找最后一名守卫者，什么啊？怎么都是问号问号？奇怪。哦，有了。
Spectacular news! The broom upgrade's ready. Ha, stop by the shop
他
when
说
you
扫
can.
帚的升级已经好了欸，我可以去
I
升级
hope you
了。
will come and see me about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your
他谁
earliest
啊？这个木问是谁
convenience.
啊
I believe that we may be able to help each other.
我认识他吗？
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you.
哦，
I would
有
like to
新
teach you
的，
Descendo, useful for
会
pulling
教我新的
objects
咒语。
to the ground.
哦，好像多了很多新东西哦。哦，有奇兽课了耶！我应该去上一下奇兽课吧。开始吧。
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly.
嘟嘟鸟。
They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen.
这思维丁
Hello, I'm Poppy.
长得也
Poppy
太
Sweeting.
年轻了吧？
Don't worry about
Poppy.
Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
哦，
Miss Sweeting,
他
pay
不是说他很安全
attention,
吗？
please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald.
这是他的宠
Just
物
keep an eye
吗
out？for his tongue.
他帮他取了名字吗？
You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh,
啊
and
可以
think
帮他刷
pleasant
毛哦。
thoughts. I like to think.
哦，怎么用？多义到咒语。
It's his experience.
刷他，我可以刷他哎，
That's lovely.
刷他的肚
I'm
子
sure，he feels much better.
刷刷刷
I think he might
刷
be hungry.
刷刷，
Would you mind giving him some beast feed?
还可以给他食物，喂你吃啊，好大颗哦！
What
是
do
什
you
么啊？
suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
也太可爱了
That's
吧
good！news. He seems very nice.
超大毛
He
球
is.
哎，
Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select
这一
another
次
beast.
在怪兽与
And
他们的
please,
产地好像
do
没
be
有哎，
careful as you feed and groom them.
最
Miss
常看到的
Sweeting,
是那只
why
很像
don't you
地
show
鼠
our
的
new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
狮尾猫
This
哎，
way. The Neasels are over here.
听起来很危险啊！就是普通的猫哦。
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from
猫怎么会
Honeyjeeks.
帮他赚钱啊？他想对他做什么
Stupid
啊？
thing. Oh.
哦，他想抓他是不是啊？
Tus peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone.
Her name is
这男的好像马粪哦。
That's really not funny.
这个跟马粪很像哎，只是他不是金发。哇，好大只的猫哦！
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on.
哇，
Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald.
喂它，然后刷它的猫。哦，不能边刷边吃。
The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one.
喂它，吃吧，
It appears our time has come to an end.
多吃一点，多
Please
吃一
close the
点。
pens and see yourselves out. Now,
迷踪鸟
where
哎
is，our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
哦，我猜你一定有想要给我更多作业，对不对啊？
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
就喂吃的而已，有什么
It was
难的？
wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An
发现我的
optimistic
风镜歪
idea.
歪的。
Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
我想要养怪兽与它们产地的那个很像螳螂的东西。
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You
它
were
是
an
赫夫
Orphery
帕
at
夫
noon
的
in the
欸。
desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
它好
I
爱哦
couldn't。stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
什么独角兽吗？我应该担心吗
I'm not sure. What's this all about?
You'll see. I promise you have nothing to fear.
是什么稀奇的物种吧？只能在
I
森
wouldn't
林
take
见
just
面。
anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise.
他应该不会，那是赫夫帕夫的，应该不会
Quite
对
the
我
weather
做
we're
什么坏
having,
事
don't you
吧？
think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead.
是什么动物吗？
Stand back.
哦，哦，是鹰马哎！哇哦！
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent?
是要先跟他鞠躬吗？
Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
Mm. 哇，他没有踹我，非常好。
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while.
哇，
Bring
这
her
个饲料是
pasties,
共
tell
通
her
的哦，
what's going on in the castle.
每一只都爱吃哎。
You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
哦，在刷它的毛。嗯，它怎么绕跑啦？哎，你吃完就走啦？
So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
我们想要干一票大的，是不是？
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
每个人都有当侦探的潜能诶。
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
看到什么就要
And
调
the
查。
better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
我好像已经可以解那个开锁咒嘞，好像就是这个管理员的月之哀歌。他谁啊？
Hello again, Mr.
管理
Moon.
员啊。
Oh, I was hoping to see you
哦，
again.
还是喝酒醉的那个啦。
Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a
他
bit
上次在路边喝酒
unsteady
醉
when we last met.
的那个人。
I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over
奇
there?
怪的雕像。
Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night.
诶，费格教授的房间好像也有一个那个雕像。
Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future.
哇，他是韩国人哦。
I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up
我觉得
and
那个
reveal
雕像蛮
themselves
可爱
as
的
the
啊。
statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend.
我看过吗？
I simply
我没
can't
看过
bring
啊。
myself to go near them. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
他是不是在找什么借口啊？
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
他只是想要我去而
on
已吧。
you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahamora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh,
Alahamora.
I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital.
浴室有一个，校医院有一个。好吧，终于教我这个解锁咒了。我觉得这应该才是第一个要教的吧。哇，它就是一个很像钥匙的形状哎。
Alohomora.
使用 Q1 和 AD 移动星火旋转刻盘，直到2个相应的装置被启动。Q1 AD。
6 hours later.
只有这里会动，然后嘞
3 days later.
哦，有了有了，哦。
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
要去医院跟厕所。4番线现行。
Revelio.
哎，有箱子哎。 我超缺钱的，我要去捡箱子。
A few moments later.
这浴室也太高级了吧！
A few moments later.
No.
我怎么觉得我很像小偷啊？
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this.
这是新的收集任
First
务。
suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with it. But that does not explain the boggart in Oxmead, does it? I am determined with your help.
It's definitely intriguing.
You are my... Now, remember, the moons...
How many statues are...
I don't know precisely. You have your work cut.
Understood.
I appreciate that.